today's video is going to be in this amazingly wood shop here. Jay's basement, which has a lot of great tools that I definitely don't have in my house at all. The first thing I did when it came to this, because we're going to start cutting wood and you're going to see a little bit of that, is that I had these done here. I don't know how well you can see that, but basically they are just the line drawings of what I've had on the computer for the actual top of the panels, as well as, and let me just flip this up, that's also the top panel. There's the side, which we've already started sketching on. I don't know how well you can see that here. But basically just getting the idea not only of scale, but also to see how well the pattern will go. So we got our sheets of MDF that we got in the last video, and we're gonna start cutting those up. So yeah, so here we go. So we're getting there. Can't believe we got one done. So that's a good visual. It's gonna be quite large. Love it. And continuing on. So we'll be able to rip these out pretty quick. And we got to make 12 of them in total. 6 for the top, 6 for the bottom, and then go from there. All right, so we got another stage here. So we're just trying to figure things out and basically figure out the geometry. And what we've discovered so far is that these panels, being that they are rectangles cut into slight triangle shapes, is that they are square. So if you're looking here, whether you can see this or not, you know, in order to get it to be moderately straight or straight looking, is that they're gonna have to have some sort of angle to them and go from there. So just gonna figure that out. So we're still gonna cut out the rest of the panels because you need, like I said, you need 12 of them. And I have the other ones here so far. So we have 6 panels. We have enough to make a TARDIS top or bottom. And we're going to do another sheet, do the same thing, get the bottoms, or the tops. How are we going to? We take the 6 nicest ones, and they're going to be the tops, and the 6 goofiest ones, and they're going to be the bottom. But this gives an idea about, you know, scale and how big this thing's going to be. And then it has a piece over here. It's a little thick, but it gives you an idea of how the frame will work on it as it goes all the way around. So lots of room. That's a 2-inch piece here. And then you'll be able to, you know, click. I can't wait for that. Actually, that's my part that I can't wait for. Once this is all done here, putting all the controls and all the gauges and all the lights on it, that's going to be the most exciting part. So anyway, we're going to continue going on here. We'll see what other updates I can give before we're done for the day. But yeah, so I got a few more sheets over here. These ones we got from Lowe's. One more sheet of this will be panels, and we'll go from there. Then we just have to figure out how to make the geometry work. So one thing to keep in mind when you're working with wood and triangles is making sure the angles work together. But yeah, no, I'm pretty excited. I don't know if that's evident, but I'm so excited to get to the stage. So anyway, check in with you in a bit. All right, so we have our panels all done, all cut up, approximately the right angles. We're looking forward to putting them on and testing them. So now we're on the part of just trying to figure out how to make them. Now, technically this particular console is a series of about 12 drawers. There's a bottom drawer piece and then there's a top drawer, for lack of a better word. They're basically just going in, they're 3-sided, maybe 4 depending on which one we're looking at. And we have a bunch of stuff worked out now on our fabulous sketch piece. So what we're trying to do right now, what Jay's trying to do right now, is work out a way to cut. We cut out all these rectangles here, which are basically these 2 here. So these are gonna be the top drawer walls and the bottom drawer walls. And I'm gonna cut them out. So he had to get creative and figured a way to cut 12 of them without hand cutting each thing one of them. So he's creating a sort of sled, as he calls it. So anyone who's a woodworker who's watching this will probably be like, oh yeah, just make a sled. I have no idea. I trust him completely, even when he drops things. We're all good. So we're gonna do that, and then we'll probably be pretty close to creating at least each basic form of the panel tops and even the bottoms. And then we're just gonna figure out how to assemble it after that. So we're gonna do each of the rib pieces. Each of the rib pieces will probably be about this way too. I'm gonna show a picture right here showing roughly the one behind the scenes pictures of the actual one to get an idea. But yeah, so we're getting closer and closer and closer. Alrighty, so we're gonna stop for the day here. This is where we got so far. This is actually the bottom drawer part, just so you can see. We got everything kind of worked out. but you can get an idea of the actual angle of everything. I think it looks pretty good. I'm gonna just quickly show on this side here. You can kind of get an idea of how well it's going. Again, this is the bottom piece. This is the piece that's gonna go under. The other side pieces a little bit higher up. They're taller, so they're a lot harder to show because of everything, but there we go. So that's everything. So we'll be back at some point doing some more building. We're gonna figure out some angles in order to make everything flush and stand up great. But anyway, thanks to Jay for helping me, and if you have any questions, ask me in the comments below. Be sure to click over here to subscribe. I'm gonna have more of these videos, more building. Jay's gonna wanna get this done and out of his house as soon as possible, so we may have more build videos upcoming. Anyway, if you have any questions, again, ask me in the comments below. Be sure to hit me up on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. And as always, thanks for watching.